Am I ready? I'm ready for making this video. We're going to tie a woolly bugger with a glass bead head. So let's have some fun with this. Thank you. This is, get zoomed in here. This is the beauty. We want to tie one that looks as close to this as we can. Now, why use a glass bead instead of a metal bead? Couple reasons. It gives you a beautiful translucent color. The other thing, it gives you some sink, but not as fast a sink as you would get with a metallic bead or a tungsten bead. And there are situations where I like to sight fish, and I like to be able to see my fly going down very slowly, and this is the bead I like. They are glass beads. Guess what? We got them in the catalog. If we don't, we should. We will. So here comes, if I can get a hold of it, I'm going to tie this. Now you can use any size you would care to. One of my favorite sizes is a size 8. This is a 3, it's either a 2 or 3 extra long hook. Lots of people make these hooks. I like my TMC hooks. I've got some damage to my thread there. So I'm going to start over again. This is authentic fly tying. You never quite know what's going to happen here. I turned my chair around and it caused my bobbin to catapult out of my tool holder. And I think it goobered up my thread in the process. This is a Vivus Red 8/0. You could probably use a 10/0 if you wanted to. I have some woolly bugger marabou. Now sometimes people, for some buggers, actually this looks pretty good. I was going to say it'd be too full to go this way. It would be too full for this fly to go like that. That'd be too much. But if I get right down to the end here, come on, get off of there. Let me tie that in and see how it looks. Some of this is trial and error. I think that looks really nice. Wrap forward a little bit. Trim off the excess. Don't cut your thread. Now I know a woolly bugger is a very basic fly, and you may have seen it tied many times before, and you may not be watching this video because of that. Or maybe you're sitting at the office, and if you're not watching this video, you might have to work. This is a dubbing blend. It has, gosh, I don't even remember. It's got some ice dub in it. It's got some, point is, it winds up being a light brown. And I'm sure there are plenty of out of the package, but I like to mess with colors. And you could mess with your dubbing as well. I need just a tiny bit more up here. I may not really, but I'm going to put it there anyway. So you saw me put a copper wire in the back. Now somewhere here I have a brown dyed grizzly saddle. This feather's longer than I really need it. I'm going to strip a little bit off the base. And I'm going to tie it in by the butt. I can't even see what's going on in there. I'm just praying I got a hold of it. And I'm going to wrap this. Feels like I did. And this method of applying palmering a hackle is the same method you'd use with tying an elk hair caddis or a stimulator or an intruder. Now I cross over with my wire. You see the hackle, each wrap of hackle is angled this way, and each wrap of wire is angled this way, so it doesn't mat down any of the fibers. And every time you cross that hackle stem with your wire, you make it stronger. So you can catch 13.6 giant fish on each fly because it's reinforced. Notice how I cut that wire with the back of my scissors, not the tip. Now some people, I used to just snap my feather off, but every once in a while it would be difficult to break, or it would come loose half a turn afterwards. So my buddy Rob Russell talked me out of snapping. He said, you know, Jay, do you ever find your hackle tips unwinding half a turn? And I said, no, I never have. Well, I never had until he asked me about it. So I think him asking me about it had some kind of effect on my fly. A couple whip finishes there. A little trim. A little bit of cement. Just a little drop worked in there. So there you have a glass bead woolly bugger. And with the ice dub I have in there, it has sufficient sparkle. If I had wanted to, I could have added a little, this is peacock crystal flash. I could have added that in the tail. You can use Flashaboo if you wish. I decided with the way I tie these, they have plenty of flash right in the body, so I'm happy. There's a great fly to fish in lakes, sink slow, very pretty glass bead. You can use different colored beads. I guarantee these catch fish. Tie up a few, and I hope you have fun out there. Thank you.